It's completely understandable if excuses have felt easier to lean on than facing what's underneath them. You're stepping into a moment that meets you with clarity instead of pressure, clearing the quiet patterns that make excuses feel safer than progress. You start to notice the moments where hesitation slips in before intention. A quiet voice offering reasons to wait. A soft pull toward comfort, disguised as logic. It feels like standing at an open window, unsure if you should step closer to the light or retreat from the breeze. None of this means you're weak. It simply means your mind is trying to protect the familiar. You don't have to fight that instinct. Just see it. Hear it like a radio drifting between stations. Recognize how excuses often sit on top of fear, or uncertainty, or tiredness. Name the thought you keep circling. Say it out loud. Open the page you keep skipping past. Write 2 honest sentences about what you've been postponing. And notice how the tension softens when you stop hiding from the truth. Little by little, the fog thins. The room feels wider, and you begin to sense the strength that was underneath the excuses all along. Building gentle momentum by choosing actions instead of explanations. This is where excuses lose their grip because you stop waiting for the perfect moment. You don't need a surge of motivation. You just need a single quiet step. Something simple. Something small enough that your mind doesn't argue with it. Pull up the work tasks you keep promising you'll start tomorrow. Tackle the smallest unfinished piece of your day and complete it. Take 60 seconds to simply start before you have a chance to talk yourself out of it. You're not pushing yourself harshly. You're removing the friction. You're creating motion where stillness used to be. Think of it like turning a key in a lock you've ignored for too long. The click is tiny, but it changes everything. And once the door opens, even a crack, sunlight moves in on its own. You feel a little lighter, a little clearer, a little more capable than you thought this morning. Momentum doesn't come from effort. It comes from beginning, becoming the version of you who no longer needs excuses to feel safe. At this level, the shift is quieter but deeper. You stop treating excuses as obstacles and start seeing them as signals. They point to the parts of you that want reassurance, direction, or rest. And when you listen with honesty instead of judgment, something inside relaxes. You realize you don't have to argue with excuses. You outgrow them. You choose a steadier identity. Someone who moves even when the mood isn't perfect. Someone who trusts small steps more than perfect timing. You close the loop on something unfinished. You keep a promise you made to yourself yesterday. You take action before you explain it. And suddenly the old patterns feel distant, like echoes in a room you no longer live in. You feel grounded. You feel capable. You feel aligned with the person you've been trying to become. And you walk forward without waiting for a reason not to. You can thank yourself for taking this small shift. You are doing better than you think. Keep moving forward with our other videos.